All right, I'm gonna try to do this video again because the first time was too long, I had too much to say, but I'm gonna try to get it succinct because I understand that Gen ADHD is a real thing these days with social media. His attention span is average 8 seconds per video, now down to 6 seconds. But here we go with a long format video about new, undiscovered, unused, and overlooked pre-workout options. I don't recommend taking any of this stuff. This is just my experience. This isn't a heavy science-laden video for you, so I'm not gonna be breaking down like all the science of this stuff. I'm not recommending you use these. I don't suggest taking drugs. Drugs are bad. I'm just saying that this is what I have experienced and used. So I am the N of one, meaning this is just my experience. You wanna round it out by doing your own due diligence, your own research, make sure that you're not taking anything that you're not supposed to be taking with these things. So the onus is on you, and this is my experience with some new pre-workout options as well as some overlooked ones. All right, so we're gonna start this video with fluoridated modafinil, CRL 4940, which is a fluoridated version of modafinil. If you don't know what modafinil is, it is the wakefulness promoting drug that was developed and is now prescribed for things like narcolepsy. And it is a very sophisticated drug. I'm talking about the original modafinil. I've been using it since 2015, and holy shit, it's one of my favorite drugs. Just full stop, 5 out of 5. Regular modafinil is incredible for physical performance, mental performance, quality of life. And as far as the downsides of traditional modafinil, I haven't found pretty much any, which is amazing. Aside from if I take too large of a dose, I get a little bit of diarrhea. And I've done it to where I've used 200 milligrams, just a full tab, 3 months straight at one point. And the only downside I had from that when I came off of it was I just slept for an extra hour a day. There's no withdrawals. There was no other problems. I just noticed I was sleeping 9 hours a night instead of 8. And then I went back to normal. I don't use that much now because I'm super sensitive to the compound, and tolerance is a real thing that builds up real quick with modafinil. But I'll use 50 milligrams of it 2 or 3 days a week, and I get a great benefit from it. I love it. So this is a fluoridated version. So what does that mean? Well, traditional modafinil has a 15-hour half-life, which if you don't take it first thing in the morning, it will screw up your sleep really bad. And it's, you know, that's a problem. You don't want to screw with your sleep if you don't have to. This is a faster version of it, okay? So which means that the active time for this is about 20 to 40 minutes. It is hard to find that information on the internet. I've done a lot of Googling and there's conflicting things, but from my experience in talking to smarter people, it's about 20 to 40 minutes is the active window for this, which is a great option if you want to use something that gives you the boost of modafinil closer to an evening workout and it gets in and out of your system, okay? Unfortunately, I'm not going to give it a very high rating because if traditional modafinil, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5. I'm going to give this 1 out of 5. Now, 1 out of 5 isn't bad. All my ratings here are going to be based on whether it works or not. Okay, 0 out of 5 means it doesn't work. There's a lot of pre-workout options that I would give 0 out of 5, meaning I don't do them because they don't work. Things like teacrine don't work for me. Green tea extract doesn't do anything for me. Anything from the racetam family, a lot of the nootropics like DMAE, not DMAA, DMAE, 0 out of 5. Ginkgo biloba type stuff, new pept. I'm gonna give those 0 out of 5 because I don't feel shit from them. This one I'm giving 1 out of 5 because it does do a little something, but I'm comparing it to traditional modafinil, which is an amazing wonder super drug. Comparing to modafinil, it's just not as good, but it is better than nothing. So fluoridated modafinil, and this is a newer compound. I think the patent was 2012 or 13. The intellectual patent, and they're still kind of developing it. But yeah, so there you go. It's kind of cutting edge. We're going to move next to intranasal C-Max, which if you didn't know, a lot of drugs can be used intranasally, and it's been pretty exciting the last 2 years. I've noticed a lot of the peptides that are used for ergogenics are now being used intranasal options as well. So if you don't know what C-Max is, look it up. It is a cognitive booster and an anti-anxiolytic, lowers anxiety, I think. So basically C-Max here, this was 3 injectable versions, 3 vials reconstituted to this. So yes, you can make your own intranasal preparations. But the C-Max that's prepared for intranasal use, as well as the C-Max that's used injectable, I'm going to give them both 1 out of 5. I just don't think they're that great. They do something. This one, it kind of gives me something, but it gives me headaches too, and I don't like it. But this isn't actually C-Max. All right, I'm going to tell you why I'm only giving it a 1 out of 5, because I'm comparing it again to a stronger version of it. Whereas modafinil, I'm giving it 5 out of 5, and this fluoridated modafinil is a 1 out of 5 because it just doesn't compare to the original. This one I'm comparing it to inositol C-Max amidate, which is a newer modified version of C-Max. So the inositol C-Max amidate, and I use larger doses of this, about 4 to 5 grams, which is a really hefty dose. Holy shit, giving it 4 out of 5. It is pretty incredible for motor learning. Okay, so what I mean is, if I was learning how to use a musical instrument, that is under the category of motor learning. You're trying to learn patterns. In that regard, this is one of the most powerful things I've found for motor learning enhancement. I can use this before anything that involves complicated movements that I'm trying to learn, and it's like someone flicked on a switch. I just start to get things a lot quicker. Pretty amazing. As far as the safety goes, I don't know. That's up to you to do your own due diligence and assess for yourself, but it's fucking amazing, honestly. Inositol C-Max amidate, and these are 1,200 micrograms per spray. I use 4 sprays. That's what I do. That's a really large dose, but that's because I didn't know what the dosing was when I started using it. I found that worked, and then I went back down from there, and I wasn't impressed. So I'm sticking with the higher dose because I haven't seen any downside. This is injectable choline, which I've done a video with Dr. Jackson on injectable carnitine, which often is paired with choline. But the way I would look at injectable choline is look at it as fuel for the rocket booster or whatever. So, and that's the end of the video. Again, I'm not recommending you take drugs. I'm just saying these are some things that might be out there, and this is at least one video where someone gives you their user experience. So hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, guys. I love working with the IFBB AMA. I like making these videos because I don't post these on my YouTube channel, Instagram, because those just aren't the place for it. But this stuff I've been into since I was a teenager, like science and workout and pharmacology and stuff. I fucking love it. And yeah, I'm happy I have a place to share these videos and post this type of material. So check it out. Go look through the back catalog. I've done other videos on peptides and talked about recently methylene blue with Dr. Jackson. There's a lot of other ones, but yeah. So there you go. Some new pre-workout options and some old ones that might be overlooked. Hopefully you like this video, and yeah, that's it.